Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to protect your cloud storage by using Cloudmersive Storage Protection to scan any files that are uploaded to an Azure Blob container for viruses. Our starting point is our Azure Storage account page, and what we want to do is set up the account so it will automatically scan files uploaded into a container for viruses, and take subsequent action on the files based on the result. We'll talk more about these action steps later in the video, but it's important to note that the action you choose for infected files should be based on you or your company's security requirements and policies. Now, normally this would be a rigorous process, but what Cloudmersive Storage Protect allows you to do is cut down the time and effort by negating the need for writing mass amounts of code and completing the task within 5 minutes. To begin the setup, we will head over to the Cloudmersive website. On your account page, we will choose Storage Protection from the sidebar and select Add Connection. Here we will add a name for the connection, flip back to Azure to grab our connection string, and paste it in the corresponding box back on the Cloudmersive site. Next, we'll add our blob container name, and then we're ready to move on to our outcome actions. Now, what we're going to do here is create an action step for after the file is scanned. We have a few drop-down options for both clean and infected files, but for this example, I'm going to select the option to just add a tag if the file is clean. For now, I'm going to select the tag-only option for the infected file as well. At this point, we're ready to click the Create Connection button, which will create a connection between Cloudmersive Storage Protect and your Azure Blob. All of the connection information is stored in a hardware security module for ultra-secure storage and protection. Our next step is to configure the connection by adding our API key. Once the API key is added, we are ready to configure the callback from Azure Storage back to Cloudmersive Storage Protect. To do this, we will follow the instructions shown here. First, we are going to open the Azure portal and open the account we want to scan. Then we will click on Events, and under the Get Started tab, select More Options. Next, we'll click on Event Hubs. Here, we will provide a name for the subscription, and under Endpoint Type, select Webhook. Now we will click on Select an Endpoint. Under Subscriber Endpoint, we will head back to the Cloudmersive site to copy the custom URL and paste it in. Our last step is to click on Confirm Selection, then Create. It will take a moment for Azure to deploy the change, but when it finishes, you will receive a notification that the deployment was successful. This means that the configuration on both the Cloudmersive site and the Azure site is complete. Now we will head over to the Azure Storage Explorer, where we have our demo container open. At this point, any files that are uploaded to the blob will automatically be scanned and tagged accordingly. Our container is currently empty, so we are going to upload a few files to scan. They may take a few seconds to show up, but this is normal. Once the files are uploaded, we can right-click on the file and select Edit Tags. Since we configured tagging for our files during setup, the tags will show up with the virus scan result of clean or infected. To demonstrate what happens when we have an infected file, we have temporarily disabled our virus protection and are going to download an ICAR file. An ICAR file is a malware test file from the International Research Group for Virus Research, and they are safe to use for testing virus protection. Once the file is downloaded, we can go back to Azure and upload the file with the simulated virus to our blob. This time, when we select Edit Tags, we can see that it indicates that the file is infected. Now, let's say you changed your mind and you want to update the settings to delete the infected file, not just tag it. All we would have to do is return to the Cloudmersive site, select Edit Connection, and change our action step for infected files to delete infected files. Here, you may be wondering, well, if I choose to delete the file, how will I know about it? This is where our logging and analytics and email notification features come in. For logging and analytics, You can choose to enable Azure Log Analytics by inputting your workspace ID, shared access key, and log type. This will send the notification to Azure Log Analytics, which can then be connected to Azure Sentinel to provide complete visibility. Our other option is to enable email notifications, which will allow you to have an email notification sent if an infected file is detected, and you can enter multiple email recipients as long as you only include one per line. And that's it. In summary, we covered how to utilize Cloudmersive Storage Protect to automatically scan any files uploaded to an Azure Blob container through the following steps: creating a connection between Cloudmersive Storage Protect and Azure Storage, setting up action steps, configuring the API key, configuring the callback from Azure Storage back to Cloudmersive Storage Protect, and uploading files and checking their clean or infected status. If you have any questions or would like to find out more, I've included a link in the description below where you can contact our knowledgeable sales team who will be happy to help. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check back in for more video tutorials and tips.